7 News at 8 o'clock on Local 3. A new wildfire has prompted new evacuations along the Front Range.
It comes as victims of the Marshall Fire will finally learn what the cleanup process will look like at a meeting tonight.
Plus, lawmakers' new plan to address Colorado's soaring home prices.
And farewell to the fairway and even the front lawn. Why Aurora wants to nix grass in new developments.
Yeah, we need help from Mother Nature watering our lawns right now as we take a live look outside. We do have some clouds overhead, and that is foreshadowing the rain and snow on the way, Lisa.
A nice combination, though, and one that we needed here with the fire danger that was so high this past few days. From Glenwood Springs, you can see the wet conditions there. A little rain and snow hitting the western slope here in town. We're going to see rain showers here pretty soon. A lot of what you're getting right now is just cloud cover, so a break from a very bright eastbound drive. We're in the upper 40s and low 50s right now. We're going to be in the low to mid 50s through the afternoon, so not much of a warm up for us today, and about 25 to 30 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday. In the mountains, you'll find more 30s to low 40s and scattered snow showers. Coming up here in a few minutes, we'll take a closer look at the timing of some of this. This rain is going to switch over to snow briefly tonight. I'll show you where we may see some slushier conditions down here across the plains coming up.
Unfortunately, we have a fatal deadly crash over on the west side of town right now. It was a head-on crash over there on Highway 93, just south of Highway 72, between there and 82nd Avenue. Let me take you out to the camera, and you can see what's going on right now from the vantage point of the CDOT camera. This is a semi right here, was involved in the semi versus car crash. The person in a car died when they hit the semi, and then it started a fire there. It also started a fire here in the grass. That's been taken care of for the most part, but Highway 93 is going to be closed down. As you look back at the map right now, Highway 93 is going to be closed down basically between Highway 72, and it's not closed yet at 64th. It's closed down here at 82nd. Then it's going to take you over here to Indiana. It's going to be probably closed down, I think, on the northbound side at 64th, but I can see traffic for now going through there. The rest of the drive looks pretty standard for you. Heavy stop and go traffic in some of the other usual spots, and a heavy drive for us down on I-25 as well as 225 coming down from Parker Road.
Meanwhile, we continue to track breaking news out of Thornton this morning. One person has died after an apartment fire. Crews responded to the fire just after 4 o'clock this morning at the Waterview Apartments on Coronado Parkway. They saw the fire on the third floor balcony, and you can see the charred what's left there. The fire is now out, and everyone else was evacuated safely. Meanwhile, right now, firefighters are working to contain 2 wildfires burning along the Front Range. The latest is the Soulshine fire burning east of Estes Park. 9 homes were evacuated south of Highway 74. It's about 25 acres in size and 30% contained.
And today we'll get an update on the NCAR fire at about 10 this morning. That fire burned about 190 acres south of Boulder and is nearly 70% contained. El Dorado Canyon will reopen this morning.
All of this in the wake of the Marshall Fire. Tomorrow marks 3 months since that fire burned through Boulder County. Christian Lopez joins us from Louisville this morning because homeowners are finally getting answers about debris removal.
We are in Louisville this morning, and the rain just started coming down a couple of minutes ago, actually. But people in Boulder County today can join a virtual meeting where they can get the latest information on what that cleanup process is going to look like. And this is going to be information on scheduling, prep work, costs, what will and won't be removed as well. So things like foundation and damaged vehicles, those are all going to be part of the process, as well as driveways that were impacted and sheds. And all of this comes as we've seen some fast-moving wildfires pop up recently in our area, something that is telling us that wildfires are now something that is year-round. And we did speak with climate experts who say that fire danger is high and it will remain high as the weather warms up.
And just because we've had recent precipitation, there is not a complete recovery of that drought. So there are still a lot of dry fuels out there. We can expect this to be a continuing issue that we will be faced with.
And back here in Boulder County, that meeting will take place at 6 tonight. You do have to register through the county's website. You'll also have the opportunity to ask any questions you might have. And once that work gets started, it is expected to take a few months. So if all goes well, they are hoping to have all of that finished by this summer. We're live in Louisville this morning. I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Thank you, Christian. Tonight, the Douglas County School Board is expected to officially hire their new superintendent. The contract for Erin Kane has her making $250,000 a year through June of 2026. She'll get 30 PTO days in there. She's currently the executive director at the American Academy. Kane also served as Douglas County's interim superintendent for a period between 2016 and 2018.
A ban on urban camping will start in Aurora next month. It narrowly passed City Council last night with a 6-5 vote, and the mayor providing the tie-breaking vote. It requires 3 days notice before a homeless camp on public property is cleared, but the city also has to provide people in the encampment an alternative place to stay. A new amendment includes providing storage for those whose belongings are also moved. At last night's meeting, people are still split on whether this ordinance will actually help.
Need more shelters. We don't have nearly enough.
I think that if they're contributing to helping these people find somewhere to go, then, you know, it is a good thing.
Denver, Boulder, and Fort Collins already have homeless camping bans in place.
Also in Aurora, a new proposal by Mayor Kaufman would ban any new golf courses or grass in front of the front of homes or their side yards.
This is an attempt to conserve water in the rapidly growing city. Denver 7's Ivan Rodriguez looks at the possible impact of the plans.
Most people in Colorado can agree water conservation is important, if not crucial, but the extent people are willing to go varies, especially when it impacts their homes and golf courses. Even on the golf course, Mayor Kaufman's water conservation proposal is a talker.
I believe in water conservation. However, this isn't Arizona. I mean, we live in the high desert.
The water levels in Colorado are going down and the population is going up.
The ongoing threat of grassland fires led Chris Slocum and his family to move away from Colorado altogether.
Fires are starting to get a little out of control.
Which is why for him, Mayor Kaufman's proposal comes at an important time.
Personally, I think lawns are a waste. You could easily use that land to grow food or have xeriscape, which I think is part of that proposal.
If passed, the ordinance would prohibit grass in common areas, medians, and curbside landscape. It also only impacts newly built homes, allowing up to 45% or 500 square feet of grass in backyards, whichever is less.
No new golf courses, no turf areas that are what we call ornamental or aesthetic. Or non-functioning, no water features, whether ponds or fountains, and very aggressive when it comes to commercial properties, single-family homes.
Greg Baker with Aurora Water says the city uses about 16 billion gallons of water per year, half of which is used for outdoor irrigation and can't be reused.
Right now, we can meet our needs for our current customers. But if you want to build more development, if you want to make housing more affordable, you have to bring that water in. So that's really where it comes down to. Right now, we're kind of in an existential crisis in Colorado.
People who are interested in getting rid of their grass lawns can also benefit from the city's rebate program.
I think this is going to be a blueprint for the state of Colorado. That water-wise or xeriscape landscaping can be very attractive.
A move the mayor hopes people consider in order to conserve water for years to come. Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.
The mayor says the proposal had unanimous support from committee members. It will go to a study session before going to a full city council vote.
United Airlines is expanding in Denver, and now it wants to hire more people. There's a job fair today at Empower Field. United is looking for customer service representatives, ramp service employees, flight attendants, and mechanics. The job fair runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And as a preview of the company's benefits, you'll get a coupon for 20% off a future flight just for attending.
Up next, how soon we could see new ownership in place for Broncos country.
And why Republicans are saying President Biden's multi-trillion-dollar budget proposal doesn't go far enough.